bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and 10, Taylor now. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft, what an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd and 11 now, Jones. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And the gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Ward. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Ward. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
Good for a Tennessee Titan.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ward. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Joey Sly on for the Tennessee field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he's able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pierce in motion left. From the 44, Jones. To the left side, he's got one, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And just shedding him off there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 9. On the counter, it's Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed right there to knock it away.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A final shot before break. Moore. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we are deadlocked.
All right, Brandon,
at the
thanks
break
much.
Here, and
Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half.
Spencer Schrader.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down and 6 now. Option play. Here's Pollard. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 4. To throw is Ward. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give to Pollard running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To throw, here's Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They toss it down to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly, for the Titans field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st. So Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
To throw is Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Van Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 4. Throwing, Jones. Got his man, it's one. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past Titans offense, and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Ward. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's to the tight end, Wiley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For the Tennessee field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In motion right is Pittman. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And that forces a 4th down situation. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Listen, when you're at this point in the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Back to throw again. Now he'll escape to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Jones. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 11.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Throwing is Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, the Colts offense and receiver Michael Pittman getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Jones. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop this down to Taylor.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
42-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Jones. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's first down. Here's Jones. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock showing 18 seconds for second down. Now Jones.
Daniel Jones on the scramble. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? Not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.